every day!
Live from the Hollywood Hills here in Northern Canada, it's the Baby Girl Bakery with your hosts, Ryan Starfire and Jess at Home. The Baby Girl Bakery is filmed in front of a live studio audience of two cats.
Yeah. The two cats showed up for it. Arrow came partying out here right when I hit go live. Oh, it's Arrow time right away. Welcome in to the Baby Girl Bakery. Arrow's excited for the Pastel de Nata today. They are a Portuguese tart. I'm sure you've seen them around. They're pretty popular everywhere. If you've seen them, they got the custard in the middle, and a classic like tart on the outside. But yeah, it'll be my first time doing them. I won't bury the lead. I did have to make some show pastry beforehand, so it is prep. So I will make some. No, because it does have to. You can't jump on it today, buddy. No. He's making the move to jump up here. No. You can jump on this one. Not that one, this one. He's going all the way around. This little devil. Um, yes, I have to. I'll remake it, but it has to sit in the fridge, I believe, for 4 hours. So I've pre-made some, so we can skip the step, go right to the bacon's part of it, the baking part of it. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We'll be baking some. So welcome in. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League starts tomorrow. I know we're all excited. Nothing screams Halloween like that game. So we got that. We got some Okami. We'll start until dawn next weekend. And that's the foreseeable future. Yeah. Welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Happy football Sunday. Arrow's just staring me down. He's gonna totally jump from that desk to this desk. I see the look in his eye. I see look in his eye. It's not gonna go well for me. But yeah. Exclamation point recipe as well. If you're keeping track at home, you'll want to see what recipe we're using, what we're doing. It'll all be there for you. But I think we just get started. We got some stuff to chip away at, so we'll be using the stand mixer to make the show pastry, which is the other cam here. We'll do that. This recipe weirdly says 2 cups of flour, but minus 2 tablespoons. Weirdly specific. Weirdly specific of flour to get going. Okay. So we get the flour in there. Get that going. We'll need some flour for up here as well. Put it there for now. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let's put that. Throw that in there. Get that done. I believe the third and final thing is some water. Yeah. Also, weirdly, 3/4 cup of water plus 2 tablespoons of water. Hello, boys. It's all right, fellas. All righty. God damn it, Arrow. All right, let's get this mixing a little bit. You guys can see that. Yeah, Arrow can see that. Cremello, welcome in. Thanks, Crem. Thanks for throwing me a pity hello. Yes, Arrow's been sleeping for probably 5 hours. He just woke up right when I went live. Couldn't have slept through this. He's got to come terrorize, you know? Yes, you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, let this bad boy work in a little bit. Flour it up over here. Krem, how you doing today? How you feeling? Um, how did things go on Friday? If I recall, it was a Friday that you were going to do some follow up with certain things. All right. Should be good for the work surface so far. As long as I do have D&D, well, that's fine. I appreciate you saying hello. What what are you doing in D&D? What's your character? What's the profile of your character in D&D? What's your plan? What's the characteristics? You know, the usual D&D question. So that he would just see me on Wednesday because he thinks it's just post-operative swelling. I'm doubtful one of us will be proved wrong. Really do hope I'm wrong. Well, I can't. Hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it on Wednesday. Yeah, you're gonna know your body better than and how you're feeling better than he will. So don't uh, don't let him tell you some bullshit. I know you won't. Right? Okay. I hope Wednesday goes well then. But Wednesday's gonna go well. Hopefully you are proved wrong, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I do trust that you would know best here. Pal, I really need you to not jump up. There's flour on this. Go see Mom. Yeah, go see her. I'm a level 6 wood elf rogue with a spy background. Is this how many sessions have you done? Session have you done for this quest? This quest of Dungeons and Dragons. A lot? Oh, okay. It's you started at like 0 and you've got to 6 already? Because yeah, that would make sense if you well, you've probably done a little more than 6. You get worked over in a minute. Let's get a little more now that it's slower. A little more mixing. Want to make sure the middle's not all floured out still. Although it just gets dumped in more flour here soon. You know, that's how she goes. Okay, let's get there. Let's see where we're at here. Big goes, oh, you're going? Okay, Krem. Have a lot of fun today. Good luck out there. We'll see ya. We'll see ya when we see ya. Hopefully it's a great session. Okay. Forgot about this. Alright, so we got the flour laid down. This guy's looking like she's pretty worked over. Pull her out. Which we want it a little bit of a square shape. Arrow, please, man. I need you to not. No. No. I know, we usually don't tell you no to not come up here, but this is one of those times. This will be one of those times we need you to not. Please. No. I see the look in your eye. All right, so we gotta get this all floured up. I'm gonna saran wrap it for about 15 minutes. So do that. Don't even think about it. No! Fucking god damn it.
Did he just walk through the flower?
He just jumped right on it.
Sleep until the second you started stream. What do you do? You didn't step on your nose, right?
No, but that doesn't really matter. I have to like rewatch this whole thing.
Here, why don't you come hang out with me? Hey, why don't you come hang out with me? Come hang out with me. How do I make it better?
Gotta give that cat away.
Free cat.
Free cat to anyone. Anyone that'll take it.
Yeah, this is so nice.
Alright, I'm just seeing. Okay. So essentially we're gonna reflour this surface. And then we're gonna wait a couple minutes for that dough We'll have to roll it back out. We're going to roll it quite big. Get rid of him. Get rid of that cat.
He's so bad.
Why are you a menace right now, huh?
He
Why you
wants
little
to help.
menace?
He wants to bake too.
He does. He really does.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What are we gonna do with him? Just clean that up a bit. I know we'll have some butter here, and we'll probably bring the camera back over as well. Just gonna set it up to see the surface because we're gonna have to spread some stuff out. So that's fine. Not sure how much space I'm gonna need. I do believe this will be it for this guy though. That. Some butter here. Can kind of prep. It's 2 sticks of butter over here that I'm just gonna have. They're kind of warm, not warmed. They're definitely not cold though. They're good room temperature to spread out on the show pastry. Okay, let's have those ready to spread. It's almost dry again anyway. Just need a couple more minutes and that dough should set anyway. And yeah, we'll pick up where we left off. I can see Arrow, he's got the devil in his eye. He cannot wait to come fuck this up some more. I can see it in him. I can see that dog in him. Hey? Yeah, you. Oh, yeah, you're getting tired again, are you? Little faker. I know what you're doing. You gotta see he's up to something. I can see it. I can see it in him. I see him. Yeah, so we'll reflour the surface. The dough is pretty much gonna be good to go, I think, to just spread out. It says it's gotta be 16 by 16, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because this is like, I think this is probably 18 long, roughly. So I gotta get pretty close. Yeah, it is 18. Okay, so I need like this. I guess it'll be pretty rough. It wasn't like perfect when I did the pre one, but I'll try it out. I can try and do this well. Throw some extra flour over here for the rolling pin. Let's do that. Put some dough back in there. See if you guys can see it a bit better there. Yeah. All right. Now let's try rolling her out. The least favorite part that I did have on this. Just trying to get this thing spread out. Come on, dough. Stop snapping back together. Okay, that's got to be good on length, but the height's got to probably go up a bit more. Oh, yeah. But 11, okay. Do need to get some height to it, but the length is good. Because we're dripping flour everywhere now. See how much this we can pull down. I think we're getting some good length here. Work it up a little bit. I think it's pretty solid here. All right, I think that's actually pretty close. Sorry, I knocked the camera around there. Nick, hello. Andrew, hello. Arrow was doing something. That's what we'll call it. Doing something. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope everyone's Sunday's going well. Got some of that out of there. Big death to Kronos. You playing Lil Kronos? I remember it was a lot of dusting the flour off at no step. Remember, there's throw a lot of flour on it, and then dust all the flour off you can. Yes, I do. All right, I think I'm getting a lot of. I don't want to take up too much time on football, but throw away QB Josh Allen for 25. I know I was laughing because I was watching the Charger game, but I was checking over to the Detroit game, and Amon-Ra put up 2 touchdowns for me, and then I got like a notification that Josh Allen ran one in and he threw for one. And I was like, maybe getting terrible trades for these players is setting them off. And I'm cool with that. Okay. So I got 2 sticks of butter over here. You got to kind of divide it into 3 and spread it out as you go. So we kind of do like a little foldy thing to this. So I'm going to need I'm going to do a 5th because each stick is 8 tablespoons. Which is 16 total. So I'm going to do 5 and 5 on the first couple and then 6 on the last one because the last one's got to cover the entire thing. Whereas this, you only do 2/3 to start. Let's say that's the line we're not going to cross. Working on the 9 moves. dun, dun. Mhm. Are we opening the door for sports talk? Because I'm about to name a kitten Alejandro Kirk based on how the Blue Jays are doing. Are they making the playoffs now, Nick? I saw a couple TikToks that they were throwing the season away over a couple games recently. That other teams were hot on their heels and they were chunking it. Is it looking good today? Did they find the mojo again? Summertime. Waited on thunder. I waited on the thunder. Okay. So we fold this bad boy like an envelope. There. Come back this way. Like so. Reflower this area. Catcher in fantasy baseball this year. You got the Jays catcher. Okay. Now we're gonna roll this bad boy back out to a similar length and then butter again. How much length I will need. I think it's probably pretty close to that already. Yeah, we're pretty much good there. That just needs a little bit. Well, the second roll is going better than the first times did. That's a good start.
Digimon.
Shishimo. Oh my god, Joe's here? Joe, what's happening, buddy? How are ya? Welcome in. How is your weekend going? I guess yours is pretty much over now, right? Let's say this isn't too bad. That length kind of stays. We're in good shape. You're great. 2 home runs today. Grand slam and 2-run shot in a game where we win. We get by through the American League division round. I assume that's what that is. Yeah, it's over. Nah. Do a squat, get the blood flowing. So who, me or Joe? Whose blood do you want to see flowing? I want a pre-wedding party. Oh yeah, last night. So it was pretty fun. Yeah, I did see a bunch of the pictures that you posted. It did look like it was a party. Did you get super wasted? Did you get a little wasty pants there? That's the big question on everyone's mind. A lot of flour on this side. It's kind of on the edges. It's really pooling up. Yeah. Now you're playing Silk Song. I'm sending you a video. You can see how I got. Check Instagram when you can. How's the bacon going? Is the dough easy to do? There was like an easier dough to do. I will check out the video, Joe, but I'll probably do it. I think my phone's in the room right now, so it's not currently with me. But I will check it out. I will remember to do that. The dough is turning out better this time. So the dough has to sit for like 4 hours after it's done. So I pre-did the dough. So there's some in the fridge that is already like setting or has set at this point, so we can still like continue on with the bake post. Me doing it again, similar to the last bakery where we had to do that. But it's actually going better this time so far. Because last time, I think, because it was my first time doing a show pastry, that I didn't fully like see the steps as they were happening. But now I'm like, okay, I know where we're going here. I know what we're doing, why we're doing it. So so far, going well. Meg. Welcome in, Meg. I feel like I haven't seen you in weeks now. How's everything going? How's the year been treating you so far? Are you back full swing of things? Tired out as all hell? But it's good to see you, pal. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. Such a Martha Stewart. I'm trying to do the bakery better now, Joe. For too long, we were just flying by the cuff of our seats, the seat cuffs, the plant flatulence. You know what I'm trying to say. All that fun stuff. Okay. That's the second buttering, and there's a third one to come. So I got to refold this, re-roll it out, butter it a third time, and then it's essentially done. We just roll it up. Then it goes in the fridge. We'll pull out the other one. We'll pull out the other one after we butter this a third time, because that needs about 15 minutes to sit, if I recall. I was hanging out real life one time, just a classic height difference joke. On the tower, yeah. Meg's 7 feet tall. The last I seen a picture of Meg. That is a true fact. Meg, you're in the Chicago region? Oh, wait. Not folding the right one first. Fold this one first. Like that. Might have done a little much there. Like that. Very tall. I have one critique for Silk Song. Joe, how dare you? You know you're not allowed to have critiques of it. You know that's not how the video games work anymore. You can't critique things. The internet won't have it. I think Jess did say that she preferred Hollow Knight to Silk Song, but it was still wicked fun. Let's get a little bit extra of this flour off this bad boy. Looks like she's stocking a lot of it there. Another fold. Cool. I'm in Illinois. I used to live in Chicago. Went to college there, but now I'm further south. Well, I did enjoy my time in Chicago last. I do hope to go back. So absolutely, when I do, Meg, you will be contacted. You and Noto both are the Chicago friends that I wish I knew better last time I was there, so I could have been like, let's meet up. But absolutely, it will happen again. And I will let you know when that is, so that we can hang out. I would love that. That sounds like a good time to me. Convenience store chain 7-Eleven was named after me. Can you imagine if 7-Eleven was actually named after someone's height? Like someone was really tall and they're like, I just love Slurpees. I just love Slurpees so much. So I'm going to make a convenience store. Okay, so this one's going to go ultra bigger and thinner. Gonna roll this bad boy back out. My toes are all floured. Manure lives in Chicago still, though, so I visit. Manure. Boring. Chat is so far from me, I can't even make out all the words. If ever do, let me know. I'm hanging out with my sisters a few times a year at least. I have keys, so I can go over there pretty much whenever. Deal. This song slap. The Wombats are new to the rotation. Yeah, the Wombats are great. Jess took me to a Wombats concert long ago, and it was fantastic. And they are fantastic. And I've listened to them since because of how good they are. But yeah, Meg, I'll definitely let you know. I don't know how soon it'll be. Just the climate that the States is in right now. I'm not in a hurry to go back, but I do want to and plan to eventually. Ooh, Meg, doubling up on the wins. Double wins. Just checking the recipe again. I just spilled seltzer. What kind of seltzer? Just hard seltzer? Lee, welcome in. It's great to see you. How are you today? How has your weekend been? I saw you had some kitty cuddles earlier, which is, well, that's just the meaning of life, I believe. But it's great to see you. Thanks for popping it. Ooh. Just tuck that in like that. This one's the pain because it gets really thin. Now it's 3 in the morning. Why'd you only call me when you're high? High. Why'd you only call me when you're high? All right, we're getting some good stretch so far. Not hate what I'm seeing. It's gonna need a vacuum post this though. God damn. Black cherry, no alcohol. My weekend's been good though. That's wonderful to hear. That's good to hear. It was it's quite eventful too. We went to that. It wasn't even a festival. It was like a horror convention with our video. So we were I was out of town with Tyler and Sarah and Andrew. We met up with Shane, which was good. It was good to see Shane. Got to hang out with him. Hadn't seen him in a little bit. So yeah, it was a fun weekend. If you got me on Instagram, you probably saw some of the shenanigans we got up to. All right. I actually think that was a really good roll. It's a little thin in some places, but I don't hate the length of it. Again, this one's going a lot better than the last one. what did it say? About 21 for length. Oh, yeah, we spread it real. Yeah, this will be good. This will be a good one. Shane isn't even real. How could you meet up with him? Shane's very real. He's just very secretive about who he allows to know it. Oh, that's right. I got to trim these edges. Wish we were close enough to eat this pastry. I love pastry. Yeah, this is it's gonna be the Portuguese tart. The end game is, but yeah, the other day, because it has to set for about 3-4 hours, I did pre-make some. So that was the first time I've ever made show pastry. But after doing it the first time, this one's going a lot better than that time did. But yeah, there was like a simpler way to do these tarts that didn't require the show pastry, but the pastry is just freaking delicious. So I was gonna go the extra mile for it. But yeah, I'm glad, and I also wanted the challenge because I hadn't done it before, so getting to do 2 in a short span was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Joe, how far are you into Silk Song so far? I was mopping up my mess. Getting a little seltzer off the disc. You want to see at the start of stream, Arrow did jump up and walk right through the first flower pile. So we did have to restart that. He doesn't feel guilty at all. Just entered Act 2, and I'm upset the new area Well, Joe, it kind of sounds like Rust Bucket Bay to me. Banjo-Kazooie is the greatest game ever, but Rust Bucket Bay never gets better. I'd get a break, but no. He really thought he was helping because he just walked through it and then just left. Just walked through it, didn't stop. Now I can see into his soul. He's like, he is watching me still. He is curious enough that he will come back, I think. Did you get any cool stuff at the HorrorCon? I didn't. We didn't spend too much time at the HorrorCon. I don't know if you've watched Sleepaway Camp, but the star of Sleepaway Camp was there. So we went to her panel. And if you're a fan of the first scary movie, Officer Doofy was there. So we got to hear him talk too a bit. I got a scary movie themed drink. It was pretty decent. But there were honestly a lot of the like local artists and everything were on yesterday, which is the day we didn't go. We kind of did like stuff around the city yesterday and then drove back. So like a lot of the cool probably stuff to buy in that wasn't really there the day we went. So we really just did like the panels and stuff for like what what little we did actually go. I will say it wasn't like a huge event. Like it was like the lobby of an auditorium kind of situation. It was a smaller thing, but it was pretty cool still. It's pretty cool to go to one because I don't think I've been to a horror con. I've been to like sort of like Comic Con situation where it's like a mix of everything. I think it was Fan Expo that they have in Toronto that I've been to, where it's like a lot of celebrity meet and greets and stuff. But I hadn't been to a horror centric one, and some of the stuff's pretty cool to see. What were they talking about? Sleepaway Camp panel? So it was they played Sleepaway Camp. So essentially, the layout was there was 11 short films that they played. Ours is in the second half. So the first half was like an hour long. So they played those. Then they watched all of Sleepaway Camp, which is like an hour and a half. And then Felisa Rose, who I believe is the name of the star, was there to kind of discuss. And they were just kind of like openly talking about like production. She was kind of talking about how weird it was being 14 years old, I think, on set. And the co-star was like 15 years old, so they were like, and it was both their first like films and everything. And she was talking about how a few people she knew or like knew from TV and stuff were there, so she was freaking out to get to meet them. She was kind of describing that there was some like nudity scenes and how weird they were to like have to like wear like the weird sock puppet things to cover stuff. So is that. I've actually never seen Sleepaway Camp, so I will probably watch it now because the panel was like quite interesting, and she seemed to a love it and be very sincere and like grateful to be there in that. So she had a good vibe to her. Where I was like, I will watch this movie. For a movie you have not seen, I know that's the one thing. I didn't have any interest in watching it to be honest, but then she did kind of sell it. She kind of sold it well. Where I was like, I will check out what this is because it seems very silly. It seems like classic cult silliness for a horror movie. Okay, so we got to roll this whole bad boy forward. Just got to make sure it's tight. Yeah, yesterday Bill Moseley was there too, who I would have gone to that panel because I do actually really like Devil's Rejects. But timing didn't go well. You had the event. Glad to know it was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. We didn't. Our film didn't win anything, but they only did do two awards, and like it was very much like a horror event. Where ours is a comedy with horror elements to it. So I wasn't expecting us to win it at all. But it was a neat experience just to get to go. It's a decent roll. Ooh, the butter's flowing over down here. All right. Hello, Twixie. You're here too. Let's round off these ends. Gonna keep it uniform. Split this bad boy in half. These will get refrigerated for 4 hours. Fuck that. Joe, I would have liked to win too. I like to win, but I did have lower expectations for us winning this one than the other ones that are like actually about the films and stuff. This is very much like a convention that also has some awards. So it was cool. It was cool to be able to show it to like a different crowd than just people that are specifically there for short films. Like these people were there for a horror convention and then they just happened to check out the film. So it was cool to see like people like experience it and for like the drop to work on that crowd too, where it switches from the horror to the comedy proposal element. It was kind of nice to see that, and it actually worked, and they weren't expecting it at all. So it had its own rewarding elements for going. That's not a great tear. Lee, have you seen Sleepaway Camp? Mainly, is it worth checking out? Is it pretty good? Is what I want to know. Ooh, we're breaking free down here. I love Sleepaway Camp. All right, so it's worth the view. That's gonna be. I'm glad it's October, so because I do think a polarizing film. I think I did gather that there was some controversies that surround it and stuff, but it didn't really dip too far into that.
Yes, chef.
They kind of like did like the it's for everyone. It's not meant to divide and everything like that. Like that was kind of the general answer to everything. So they didn't fully address like what the exact things were, but I'm curious to see too. I'm just checking out the next steps here because this is so we're refrigerating the first show pastry, but these are the ones I made a day or two ago that have to thaw out. Okay, so we gotta make custard next. Is a huge spoiler. Okay, yeah, I will probably end up watching it tonight or tomorrow. To be honest, like it'll happen soon. I am curious. So. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna pull out the vacuum to get rid of a lot of this flour. I'm just gonna turn the mic off for that. Yes, Twixie was definitely hovering. He'll be gone for a little bit because of the vacuum, but he was curious, definitely. I think he definitely smells the food's coming. But he is still very, very attached since we've been home. He'd like it if we didn't leave again, I believe. If we could not leave again, his preferable method of living. I'm just gonna get all this flour and stuff here. Gold, welcome in. How are you, pal? How's your weekend? Good to see you. You have to be home forever. I do think he'd prefer that. I'm not opposed to it. I do love hanging out with these cats. They are pretty sick. Seeing what last little bit of this flour I can get up here before I forget all about it. Okay. That's pretty clean. Yeah, Gold. What kind of a weekend you living with? What kind of a weekend you having over there? Fix our garage roof and it's taking a long time to do. Is it a leaky roof? A little bit of a leaky roof? Okay. So we need to start with sugar. I believe is the shade. Getting real custardy right now. Nope, it's flour. Flour, then whole milk. So we need 3 tablespoons of flour. Interesting. Bring that closer for y'all. Had to replace a whole bunch of rotted stuff. Now I gotta add new stuff. It's a bit more than I can handle. A bit more than handle is like your area of comfort or just all at once kind of situation. A little too much for an all at once. Okay, 1 1/4 whole milk divided. What? All right, let's see what this says. Medium bowl with the flour and 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, so this is a bit different. It's a third. That's a 1/4. Whisk this bad boy. It's a bit more than I'm comfortable doing. I'll figure out, but we didn't realize it was so bad. Oh, okay. You thought you were doing a little less. Got a little more than you bargained for. That's fair. So we're whisking the flour and the butter. It's pretty smooth now. How much it costs to do? Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that would be the big thing. The more than you planned for, so it's gonna be a lot more money too. What's pastel de nata? It's a Portuguese tart. If you've ever seen those, a Portuguese tart. So it's kind of like the regular kind of tarts that you would see like that outside, but it's kind of like a custard in the middle, kind of like the yellowy custard that's in the middle. They're usually a bit more like kind of like caramelized on top. It looks, but they are pretty friggin' delicious if you haven't had one. Haven't had those. Ooh. Yeah, if you're able to track them down, they're definitely worth it. I friggin' love these things. So we need 1 1/3 cup of sugar. Just the custardy filling is friggin' astoundingly good on it. That's the big selling point for me. You know I love custard. So what? 1 1/3 cup of sugar. Ooh, that's way more. That had the drop on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, listen to Joe. Joe loves these things. A cinnamon stick and 2/3 cup of water. Okay. Hello, Twixie. Welcome back. So do that, add it to a small saucepan, cook until the thermometer reads 220 Fahrenheit, but don't stir. Another saucepan, scald the remaining 1 cup. Scald the remaining 1 cup. That's an interesting way of putting it. Excuse me, Twixie. Okay, this is gonna get dicey. This one's gonna get a little dicey. Drop down, yeah. Okay. Not cooperating at all. Down, yeah. Okay, so we got this. So we need that to rise to 220. Meanwhile, in another saucepan, scald the remaining, whisk the hot milk into this mixture. The 6, then pour that to the hot mixture. Jesus Christ, okay. This one's quite involved. Okay, so you can see both of these bad boys. Not well, but they're there. Okay. So we just need to boil this. We are going to need some vanilla. it's at 104. We want to get that to 220, I believe. Yeah, 220. Okay. Half a teaspoon of this. Come on, finger. Do something better. Guess that needs 100 more degrees. We're gonna need 6 large egg yolks. More there. Those at the ready. Song of the Summer. They've only done 2 more albums since this one, but yeah, I do remember when this album came out and we saw them live, and this was their closer. And there was some dancing, I'll tell you that much. Got a Taurus. Okay. Okay, we're getting this in order here. You're at 150 currently. Just give you some time. You got the Blaze Taurus. Blazer. But holding that up, that's touching the bowl. That's curious. I don't fully know if it wants us to, for the actual like pot to be 220 or the mixture itself to be 220. I assume the mixture. So it's going to take a little longer. This one's starting to get some bubbles on the outside though. What time is it? 6 o'clock too? Might have to rock supper as this is happening too. I don't know if we can whisk this one or not, but I'm going to do it. So I'm feeling spicy that way. I throw these back in the fridge for now because they're getting a little too soft now. Make sure they're decent. This be taking a little longer than I thought it would. This guy is pretty close to bubble. Yeah, we're getting a pretty good bubble going on the milk. We whisk it into there. When that's done, we do that step. Okay. It's pretty rapid going there. It's about 140. Assemble and base the pastries. Okay. After that. There you go. I have to assume this is done. All right, so we got that milk whisked in here. That seems whisked. Got that so perfect. You are now at. We're getting there. 70-ish. Okay. Okay, we're about 170 right now. I don't think we're supposed to crank that one. So we'll just keep stirring this. We'll install this stuff we use. You got Zubat. You are currently at about 185. Okay, still got a little time for that. I'm just gonna start doing gigs. It's not a good start. It's a bad break right off the go. Thermometer's so cute. That's my thermometer for cooking, Joe. I learned I was not a good judge just by eye. That I need a thermometer to cook things a little better. And I'll tell you, food's gotten a lot better now that it's cooked to the right temperature all the time. We're starting to boil. How close are you? Oh, you're 220. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to take the cinnamon stick out. And then we whisk it into this bad boy. What is in the cinnamon bath? It was just sugar, water, and cinnamon stick. But I think it's supposed to kind of combine the water and sugar. But the cinnamon just adds like the flavoring to it. I'm supposed to whisk this now for 10 to 15 minutes while that cools down. Lamp, hello. This deserves to be your comfort food. This is so friggin' delicious. until very warm but not hot. Yeah. So I'll let her cool down. But I think it gets a little messed up if you stop stirring. So we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna stir. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, so after that, I can put in the this right now too. Actually, the vanilla. Lamp, how are things? It's chicken, right? Yes. Me? I'm chicken? Or what we're having for supper? The answer is both. The answer is yes to both. Pastel, usually chicken. No, it's not. No chicken was involved in the making of this de nata. There was no chickens harmed in the making of this one. Yeah, egg. Chicken egg, but not chicken chicken. I didn't boil a live chicken. I just remember how much I was slandered to the dog situation, so I have to be very specific. An actual chicken is not involved in this. Oh, she's still pretty warm. It's still pretty warm. All right, but after this, we add in the eggs. Drain the mixture into the bowl here. And we cover and set aside. Then, to assemble and bake, place an oven rack in the top third position. Crank the oven to 550. I don't think I've ever had the oven at that height, that level before. That sounds scary. Move pastry log from the refrigerator, roll it back and forth onto a lightly floured. Oh, gotta go to flour surface again. It's about an inch in diameter. Okay, so we take out the pastry log, we roll it about. Cut it into scant 3/4. What? It's gonna get weird. Place one piece of pastry dough, cut side down into the well of nonstick. Generous 1-inch pieces. Have a small cup of water nearby. Dip your fingers, strain to the middle of the dough. Spiral. Have you seen the upcoming Wolverine? I did see the trailer, Lamp. It feels so God of War. It was yeah, I guess that's probably fair with the like attacks. Definitely had that feeling to it. I'm excited. Like I'm definitely gonna play it. I can see it. It looks cool. I can also see it going horribly wrong is the problem. I'm tentative right now. But I can't trust anything anymore. Like PS2 back in the yeah, like it I think there was like an X-Men Origins Wolverine game, whereas the movie itself sucked. The game was actually really cool and had nothing to do with the movie. Maybe it was a different Wolverine game. There's one in that time frame that was like a killer game. Logan the game? It was a way before that. It was early 2000s, but I remember it was a PlayStation 2 game, I believe. Might have been PlayStation 3. But it was really friggin' good. It was what you wanted. Wolverine just jumping around, slicing people up. It had nothing to do with the movie. I'm pretty sure it was the Origins Wolverine. How we doing? Okay, we're cooling down. We're cooling down a little bit. Yeah, hacking and slashing. As long as you can do that, most games are pretty good. Most games are fun, at the very least, if there's hacking and slashing. Jess, can I borrow you for 2 minutes? You can still sit there. I just need you to keep stirring this for me while I prep a couple eggs. Thank you. She's helping, Arrow. Just gonna do these last couple eggs. It's almost about 10 minutes stirring that mixture. Probably gonna do 15 just to be sure because it still does seem hot. I'll whisk these in and this will be done. And then we kind of prep the rest of this. And we just gotta bake past that point. Okay, that's working. Cool. Alright, we got eggs. Thank you,
You're welcome.
my little sous chef.
Jesus. That's Arrow.
Alrighty, where are we at? So it's been 11 minutes. So we'll just hit a couple more because apparently it's going to cook the eggs if you put them in too soon. That's the problem. Cover with plastic wrap, set aside. Custard will be thin, and that's how it should be. All right, I do worry about the next part, the baking and assembling, but we'll see what we can do. I am excited to eat these things though. I'll tell you that. Going out tonight. Oh, hoy hoy. Jashi, what's going on? Welcome in. Love a good Mr. Burns ahoy hoy coming in. How you been, pal? How's things going? How's the weekend shaped up? Got a Kingler. Still not what we want. Took everything in sight. All right, I think we've kept this mixture pretty well. Pretty well separated. It's definitely starting to feel warm and not hot anymore. I think we've done the job. It wasn't the funnest job, but we did the job. Happy I'm able to catch a stream. How are things? Hey, it's I was on vacation for like, well, I think it was like 24 days or something between streams, so it's you're catching one of the first couple back anyway, so thank you for popping in and saying, "Hey, I'm happy to see you." Things are good though. We had a really sick vacation, and it's been the first week back since that vacation, and let's just say I wish I was still on vacation. But I do hope I would want the cats with me is the only difference. If the cats were there, we probably would never would have came back. We would have just let the repo team take everything here. And we would have lived off the Icelandic land and eaten fish and potatoes the whole time. The vacation was Iceland for 9-10 days. And then we went to Glasgow, Scotland for 5 or 6. And then we were back in Iceland for like a final day before we flew back home. All right, there's 15. We will keep stirring forever, but I'm not gonna like it. Should switch hands here. Yeah, Iceland was phenomenal. Iceland was so freaking cool. Probably the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. I do think about it frequently still. Asexual. All right, so we stirred those in, or we whisked them in. We got to strain it into a bowl, cover up with plastic wrap, and set aside. I do think it's pretty mixed in here now. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Another step down. Not sure what's jamming this up, but I guess that's why we're whisking. Or we're straining. Everybody. Still just a wee bit in here. Hello, Twixie. Seems to only really drip when I do this, so I guess we're doing this. Back streets back. All right. There we go. Hello, Twixie. What's going on, buddy? What's happening, buddy? See a little bit clearer. Bum, bum. Alrighty. Cover and set aside. All right, on to the last part. Oven rack on the top. Crank this bad boy up. Supper's coming in. What does this person say about the oven? Okay. Okay, so she did 280. She's talking about Celsius. Fuck. That is scary. And it wants it two. It wants it. What was this one saying? Place an oven rack in the top third position. Frick. All right. All right. Okay. Aw. Jess,
Oh, they love each other.
they're brothers. All right, so we're cranking that bad boy up. We're gonna keep an eye on that oven because that scares the shit out of me. It's going to get spicy in here. Cats are gonna go in the window anyway. Okay. So we gotta lightly flour the surface again. See Twix in the window there? Yeah. He's watching a little TV back there. He's getting his stories in. Arrow, did you want to join him? Is he not sharing the window with you? Poor little guy. You poor little guy. Yeah. Yeah. Little Twixus in the window. All right, I'm going to see what the next step is here. Oh, Arrow's getting a turn. Go on, buddy. Go on. Come on. He did get stage fright, but there he is. Hmm. His he does look a little silly. It is come back quite a bit. Like you can move it on his back now, like it's come back quite a bit. But yeah, it's not as fluff as he was for sure. It's about an inch in diameter. Got one of the pastry logs out. You guys got him shaved. Yeah, it's I don't think that's ever gonna get used to seeing him like that, especially when you're so used to him being all fluffed up. Oh, what did they do to my boy? Yeah, for the first little bit, it was shocking to see him. Now it's like I'm used to seeing him just like this all the time. I'm thankful that while we were away, he didn't get more fluffy than he did, because I would have been shocked to see him like that now. He did get fur, but not a crazy amount. But yeah, I do think probably by the end of the year it'll all be back. He definitely needed the reset on it, but we're not getting the full amount that we thought we were going to get from shaving him. It's supposed to get to about 16. Ooh, we're pretty dead on. Got the eye for it, I guess. All right. Want to cut it? The 3/4 pieces. Pastry dough one side down in each of the non-stick. Okay. Muffin tray. It's okay, Arrow. It's gonna be okay. So it's saying about 3/4 inches. So we're just gonna do this just in case. This can't be right. It's probably got to be double that. It's got to be double that. Does it? So what's this going to be? So we got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But we only need 12. Yeah. Gonna have to do them a bit bigger. That might be too big. I guess they weren't gonna be too much bigger, but okay. Not too much bigger, but a little bigger. That's huge, Tyler. What's going on? Logs are huge here. These logs are huge. Fusing classic H10's generous 1-inch piece. Okay, so that's what we should have done. All right, we'll figure this out. Allow the dough pieces to soften for several minutes. Okay. I think we'll actually give it the water. It's the best way to do this. To clean this dough up a little bit again. Give me that slice. I'll just use the 12 biggest pieces probably. Okay. Cool. Good start. We got 2. This bad boy over there. Let's pick out these, the good ones. Some of these are really caked up with some flour still. Some of them still have arrow hair. Look like little pizza pockets. Probably this guy is the last good one. Okay. Sorry, you two, you didn't make the cut. Okay. Let's bring this guy in here. So you can kind of see they're just thawing out a little bit, and then we'll give it a shot to shape them. I was saying we're going to leave that about half an hour. So what time are we at? Okay, so it's about 7:30. These will go in. Guess we might as well start supper now because this has got to go. We'll shape these and fill these, and then they go in. Okay. Just gonna watch the tutorial on how to shape these properly. So we're in there. Okay, so you wet your thumbs. Kind of push down the middle, flattening it out. And kind of roll them up the sides. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now it's pretty easy to do. Okay, I'm gonna go start up the barbecue so that we can have some food as well today. If you hear me out here, just getting this bad boy going. Looks good. I was gonna say, if you smell gas, it's just the barbecue, but I guess that's not surprising to hear. Hello, cats. What's going on, boys? You got to head out. Hope the tart's delicious. Thank you, Lee. Thanks for hanging out and being here. It's lovely to see you as always. I will catch you next time. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hello, Arrow. You back as well? No. You little jerk. You little jerk, Arrow. What are you doing? Love you too, pal. Love you too. Love you, Arrow. Even though you're trying to ruin my life, I know what you're up to. We see through you. Goddamn goblin. How much time in the oven? It's a great question too, Joe. It's another great question. We got to let the oven heat up and like maintain a very hot temperature for a little bit so that it's like they go in and they're just fucking cooking. Because apparently you need it like really friggin' hot to cook this properly. Need about 15 minutes. 15 in the oven. It's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, so these are the dough slices. I'm going to have to like spread them out to the tin. Just giving it a couple more minutes. Set it about 10 to 15 to let it let them kind of unharden, unglue. But the custard actually looks really good over here. It's a nice color. It's encouraging so far. Everything I'm seeing is looking proper. I think the bake is the only thing that could fuck it up now. We're essentially assemble it all. How else do you need to cook? Or is it everything? Everything is ready. Everything's ready. We just gotta wait for the oven itself now, just to be ready to go. So I do need to shape the tarts, pour the stuff in, but I won't do that till like they're right about to go in. But yeah, we'll let it do its thing. Let's do that. Turn on the fan just in case. Just in case there's something in there burning off or whatever. And we got Arrow here to help, which is always a big thing. You know, he's so helpful, as we know so much. We've seen so often how helpful he can be. Look at this little frigging gargoyle. And I do have to cook supper, which is going to be out on the barbecue. So while this is heating up, I'll probably be doing a little supper and whatnot. Excuse me, Trixie. Well, I don't need you to come outside with me. I'll be okay. Yeah, but it's everything's been good so far. I was worried we would hit some sort of snag, but so far smooth sail. It's been a smooth sail so far. Hey, Arrow? Got anything to add? Got anything? Anything at all? We'd love to hear from you. Just too good. For some reason, this one went really good. Since you started to cook, no. I do think I do think doing the show pastry a couple days ago, so that we had some like ready to go, was a big thing because that does seem like it's the most tedious process of the whole thing. So I'm glad I got some like experience doing it before actually like doing it today for the first time. I think it could have got a bit messy that way because it does seem like it's a very fine process. But just doing it a couple days ago, so I remember how to do it all properly and kind of saw what the problem areas were so I could plan them out a bit more this time. I think it really worked out. So no, it was so far so good. Now the only thing is like kind of like pressing these onto the molds kind of seems to be a other thing where it's like if you make them too thin, the custard's going to spill out and not cook properly. So that's the next thing. But if I do that correctly, I think we're pretty solid. Wanted to see the mess. I was promised a mess. The only mess was when Arrow jumped up and stepped in the flour the first time. That has to be the only mess that we've had so far. Just getting my stack of dishes for later. Okay. Barbecue should be good for a little bit, so I'm gonna start shaping a few of these. I do see why you get these kind of like shaped certain ways, though. Like it's a lot more thin than I thought it would be. And yeah, not as much on certain corners. Interesting.
Let Arrow do one.
Pardon me?
Let Arrow do one.
He's helping.
Yeah.
Is it already fall with the leaves? Yeah, the leaves have started, Joe. We definitely got some colorful leaves, but it's still pretty hot here. Like it's still summer heat, but the leaves have started changing colors. And it's getting colder at nighttime. So like yeah, it is fall, but it does seem quite mild right now. You doing okay? Supposed to be spring here, but temperatures are still low. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling the weathers are going to start flipping. Like things are just going to go longer and the seasons a little bit different. The more global warmings kind of get going. Okay, these aren't going too bad. Tell Jess you said hi. I think Jess sees it. She just doesn't care.
Watching Arrow.
Arrow's very focused on helping right now.
So closely.
Hey, buddy. You're very focused on helping. Ooh, that's getting thin. This might have been one of the smaller ones. That's right, Joe. Use that guilt. Use the guilt tactic. Go put some food, put some more food on. Got about 10 minutes before these gotta go on. Arrow will, of course, keep you guys company, as we all know how good company that boy is. Against the wind. You're running against the Guess I need these wet again anyway. Got a little squeezed. Against the wind. Against the wind. Okay. Doing great, Arrow. So far, so good. Inspect those for me. How are they, Arrow? Am I getting them? This is a little nerve-wracking because I'm afraid of doing them too thin, but it definitely uses the whole amount of dough. Oh, you're getting bored of this, are you? You want it to come up here and help. Against the wind. 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 Oh, those are coming along. Meg, they are coming all the way along, but it's we're almost there. We're almost get to throw them in the oven. I'm very excited to try these when they're done. Yeah, we got like 7 minutes. It's the perfect amount of time. Jess, Meg says hi. Gotta keep her honest. Rainbow. Ooh, this one's missing it a bit. And the boys in the hotel lobby. Alrighty. Arrow, I think we're done. I think we rounded them out enough. Nothing looks too terribly thin. They smell really good. It's good dough. Smells like it's good dough. go flip this stuff on the grill. All right, so I'll flip this stuff, come back in, we'll fill those cups up, and then they can go in the oven. Be eaten in no time. The boys in the hotel lobby. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hello? Was he making a move for us?
He's trying to eat one.
Is this true, Arrow? Would you do this to me?
Why is he so bad today?
Huh? Why are you doing terrible?
Remember when he walked through your flower?
I do remember when he walked through the flower.
You were really not happy.
That was how it started today.
Arrow, why are you bad? Free cat. Free to a good home.
Free cat to a good home. Anyone who wants them.
Are you making dinner simultaneously?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm wifey material.
You are.
Hero has feelings. He's got something. I don't know if he's figured it out yet. No, it's gonna be a little full. What do you say?
Nothing. I'm just making fun of the cat.
I think so, Joe. I think so. But does she say thank you? No. She just asks for more.
Goodbye. You suck.
Right. Those have got some stuff in them. What time are we at? We're right on time. With all that film that's left, it's gone. It's gone, Joe. There wasn't enough to actually fill more, which is the problem. But I do have 3 more show pastries to make more of this if they turn out well. I was also unclear on, it wasn't very like straightforward as to like, you're making enough for this amount. I didn't know if it'd be like the full 2 logs, so like 2 batches or just 1. She'll never be satisfied. She's just like Alexander Hamilton. Are you quoting Hamilton at me? All right, we'll do this quick. Okay. Those are in there. About the dough you made today? That's what I mean. So I made the two. Sorry, I got to make a note of the time. So it's 29. So 44. At 44, they come out. I am quoting Hamilton to you, the best musical ever. Big Hamilton guy, eh? Yeah, so the one I made last time did 2 of these rolls, so we used only 1 of these rolls. So I have 3 of them now, but they can freeze in the freezer, which is good. So I'll just freeze them in the freezer, and then it just means we're going to be eating these again a couple times, which I don't have a problem with. Oh. Unless, again, they turn out terrible. Then we're not eating them again. I'm losing you. Love the sweetest thing. Yeah, Joe, I love this song. I know U2 has its haters and likers, but I think this is my favorite song they do. For the time, if I ever listened was them. Yeah, I remember hearing this song all the time on the radio growing up. It's got a special place. It's got a special place. I'm losing you. Love's the sweetest thing. The sweetest thing. Don't worry, Arrow. I think I'll be okay. Oh, the sweetest thing. Whoa, the sweetest thing. We'll set this rack up here. Hi, buddy. View arrow. Forced a new album on the Apple device. Yeah, the fact that I didn't have an Apple device, that was really funny to me. Doing something like that, that's pretty funny. Mainly because I wasn't affected. Would I have been mad had I been forced to do it? Probably. Probably. But not having it done to me, that's a funny thing to do. I'm listening to Radiohead. Come on, Tito's. Arrow just wants these tarts so bad. How much they paid Apple? I'm sure I'm honestly sure it kind of went both ways because they're U2 and they demand so much money too that they would have had like maybe they paid like here's $1 million. Everyone has to listen to our music, but we get all kickback. Any money that it makes based on views, we get. They would have probably been like $10 million. I'm curious if it worked though. Like, was it a financial success doing that? What's the rack for? They got to cool off a bit. So I got to take them out. They have to cool where they are for a little bit, and then I transfer them to the rack to cool for a little more. Still got 10 minutes to go. Some of them are getting close to the top. Oh, they're cooking nice. They're cooking. Nothing's boiling over. Nine whole minutes left. How long? Ooh, we passed 3 hours already. Damn. I thought this would be shorter because I had to pre-make some stuff, but turns out it's a process. Oh boy. Does the video recommend anything else? Okay. Hi. What's going on, buddy? He was just hungry the whole time. Move it so you get a bit more space. The free album download was an attempt to assert Apple's dominance in the streaming boom when Spotify was rapidly gaining popularity. New generation of fans waking up to a surprise album that couldn't be removed from a music library with already limited stories didn't sit well with many users, despite the good intentions. It was a real collab between them both. Okay, so they probably didn't pay too much then. But it also sounds like it's not a failure because they didn't flat out be like, it was a commercial success. That kind of seems like they just pissed everyone off. Still looking good in here. Still looking good. How you doing? How you doing, Arrow? Watching Hunter x Hunter, the anime, and it's very good. I've heard it has like, I've heard it's got some fans. That one's got some fans. I've never personally watched it. I don't know the story, but I do know a lot of people like it. I'm checking how much longer you got here. the most time. Okay, they're getting close though. Change your mind. Understand my mind. Take a chance on me. Got about 5 minutes left of these bad boys. Still looking good. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just finishing my rewatch of King of the Hill from the start. That was a satisfying watch. This guy's just being a clown up here. I'm surprised he stayed for so long. He just loves the attention. He knows where the camera is the whole time. Best King of the Hill character and why it's Buckley. Buckley was so good, but I'm shocked they didn't really bring him back for like, wow, I know he died, but they brought him back as the angel, and I thought they were going to do more with him, like flashbacks and stuff. It was a little disappointing that he didn't really come back that often. Yeah. Tyler will be back 2026, which is technically soon. Still getting there, little guys? Yeah. Still going. Ooh, got like 2 minutes left, eh? Arrow, what do you think? What do you think, Arrow? I might give it an extra minute because they're still a little bubbly. Let's go see how this chicken's doing. Little time left. Pretty close. That chicken's close. It's close. Everything's gonna finish up at the same time. Lame it, don't eat it. Yeah, Joe, we just got back from a big trip. Tyler and Sarah are sick of seeing me. We just spent a whole weekend together. Okay. Might give it one more minute. Take those out. Should take them to him and be a great friend like you are. Not today. Not doing that today. Maybe tomorrow. I might be up for that tomorrow, but there's definitely going to be enough to spread around. But it's already like 8 o'clock. I don't need praise that much. I need a little praise, not that much praise. Besides, someone's got to keep an eye on this boy. Jess is going to eat all of it. If Jess can pound 12 Pastel de Natas, I'll propose to her. Oh, baby, these turned out real good.
What's wrong with you?
What?
You think you'll propose to me?
Yeah. You'll have earned it at that point. All right, look at how fucking good these look. Look at how good these have turned out already. There's nothing she can't do. These look so good. I think we nailed them. I think we nailed the bake.
Oh, those look pretty good. Ooh, nice.
Just gotta let them cool for a few minutes. Yeah, they gotta settle and cool for a little bit. But I'm happy with how they're looking. What do you think? What do you think? You just have to be the center of attention, eh? You know what you're doing. You know where the cameras are. We taught you well. We taught Arrow well because Arrow's going to succeed both Jess and I when we're done streaming. It's just going to be Arrow. And he's taken so many notes off the two of us now. Superposition. All right, so I'll give those a few minutes to cool. Dinner's probably getting close to being done too, so I'll probably take this chicken off. While you chicken we got. That one's close. That one's done for sure. Potatoes are pretty well done. It's still going. Went all in and lost everything. Oh, Joe went all in and won everything. I think Meg went all in and won earlier too. Some people earn solid money just by streaming their pets. Joe, I do think if I retire, it's still a possibility that we'll set up just an arrow cam that plays like the 5 hours a day that he sleeps, and we'll just only show him sleeping, flipping around, that sort of thing. Just to keep the dream alive, but not do anything. That sounds like a good plan. That sounds like the way to do streaming. Hey, wanna be a little superstar? Oof, you like cinnamon, do you? Since when? Since when are you a little cinnamon fiend? Joe, you got to put set points. You got to do set points, and then I don't think you put at. I think you just put their name. But if you put add points, I think it'll give from your point totals. But you could just like set anyone's score as anything. So I think it's just got to be spooks, not at spooks. The Blue Jays won. What's the bake? It's doing good, Nick. It's pretty well done here. Pretty well done. They're just cooling off. It's gonna go outside and grab our supper, and then they will be going to the cooling rack. And I think from that point they'll be good. But the bake went well. It looks real solid to me. Still, eh? I just need 2 more minutes. That's the microphone. Hell yeah. Nick, I know you're preoccupied tonight, but tomorrow, if you want one, you can have one. Is it still working? Yeah, it's still working. Just being a little touchy. Arrow is a statue. Arrow's been like solidly locked into helping up here for a little bit now. Ooh, might have gone in for a little too long. I got a little color on the side, I guess. Pretty good looking. They did turn out looking pretty good. They probably were in for just a little too long or a little too high on heat, maybe. They didn't get burnt, but they are just a little bit like, you can tell they're just a little something something. How do they smell? Hmm? Hmm? Do they make you hungry? He was pawing at them? No, he wasn't. Don't set him up that way. He wouldn't do that. He's so innocent. That doesn't sound like it at all. No, I'm double checking just in case. You got me doubting the most trustworthy man I know, Nick. That's what you've done. It's like an angel. Doubting Andrew? I doubt Andrew every day. I do doubt Andrew every day. All right, I gotta get this chicken off. Nice. When you call my name, like a little breath. Sierra, you're a good boy. You didn't do nothing wrong. He's trying to set you up. He's trying to get Kitty 4 already. When you call my name. All right, arrow jumped down. He's done. He's over it. Just gonna go get a phone to take a picture of these, and then that might be all she wrote on this one. In the midnight hour.
Hello.
Let you guys see this too. Oops, sorry, Trixie. I'll need you there. All right, let's taste test this and let's get out of here.
Can we split it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's flaky. Oh yeah, that inside's good. It turned out well.
Gimme. Do you want me to pose with it?
Yeah, get in there.
No.
All right.
Which half can I have?
Which one looks more appealing?
This one. Are we not taking a bite at the same time? You want to cheers them? Do you want to feed each other? No. No. Wow, looks great. It's hot.
Looks good on the inside. Looks good.
You can burn your mouth.
That's so tasty.
It's delicious. The tart turned out really well. It did crisp up though. Like these look a little charred, but I don't think they're like burnt. Sorry, Earl, you can't have any. Thanks.
That was a hell of a good tart.
This is really good.
Can't wait to eat 6 of them tonight. All right, everyone. That's stream. There's Twix. That's going to be stream for the day. Thanks for being here for the whole Baby Girl Bake. We successfully did the Pastel de Natas. They turned out really freaking good. Can't wait to eat more later. It's also supper time now. So we're going to make this short and quick. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow anyway. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League starts tomorrow. We've all been clamoring for it. We all have been wanting it for a long time. It's finally happening. So be ready for that tomorrow. Thursday, Morokami. Saturday, Until Dawn starts, which will be our first Halloween October game. So be ready. That's the upcoming schedule. That's what we're doing, and I'll see you there. It's so funny. Joe, I'm so excited to play it. I can't wait to see where the turning point is where I start hating it. I'm very curious how quickly into it that'll be. And that's really what I want to find out. When will that be? All right, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Love you. See you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Goodbye. And good night. Where's my ending screen? Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right, you know what? This was dumb. Dump it. Trash it. This was